The Bible says, many are called but few are chosen. So, when God has created me for a purpose, He expects me to do something in life. How do I work that calling? Many of us, we are used to saying that, okay, I know I'm called to be a teacher, I'm called to be a doctor, I'm called to be a technology. We always try to fit the calling to our preferences. But the calling in your life will become clearer once you know the purpose for which God has created. Here, if I have to give an example, you can look at Nehemiah. What did he do? He was a cupbearer. So, in a normal sense, he would have said, I'm the best cupbearer. Can I be even better? And can I now become number 2 in the kingdom? Maybe after the king is gone, I can become the king. That would have been the natural progression. He would have, a normal man would have said, my calling is to do the will of the king. But what did Nehemiah do? He knew where his calling was. It was to restore. God had a plan which was already clearly mentioned to Isaiah and Jeremiah, the prophets, saying that one day the remnants will get back and the Jerusalem will be restored and the worship will be restored. And Nehemiah was very clear of his calling to be part of that purpose. Nehemiah's purpose was to restore the walls. Ezra's calling was to restore the worship. Everybody had and they were very clear because of the close relationship that they had with God. The closeness of the relationship was instrumental in all of those biblical characters knowing their purpose, their calling, and the vision. So it's not enough if you have a calling. So what do I do? God has called me to do something. How do I fulfill what God has called me to do? So that's where the vision comes from. Discipleship has a very key function because that is the one which establishes our relationship with God.